The dynamic range is incredible. It will be 15 stops. Zero is our RAW format, so we will support zero in 4K 60 frame.
In terms of the differences regarding the dynamic range, which is also very important for cinematographers or DOPs or filmmakers around the world, maybe you can highlight the differences regarding the technology that you're using here with the chips.
Right, so all these three cameras, they have amazing dynamic range because the sensor size is larger, it's full frame for f6 and f8. So for those who want to know the number of stops, for S6 and also the E2 f8, they will both have 14 stops. For full frame 6K, our E2 f6, the dynamic range is incredible. It will be 15 stops.
And you measured this in your own environment?
Those are usable stops.
This is quite amazing. I know it's very important that people can shoot in RAW here. So you're using your own RAW, and maybe you can expand a little bit on this.
Yes, I think actually a lot of our customers, they actually like to shoot in the ProRes. And recently there have been a number of 6K video cameras also announced or launched into the market. Both of our E2S6 and E2F6 6K cameras, we can actually shoot 6K up to 60 frames per second. And if we go to the 4K crop mode, the E2S6 will support 4K up to 100 frames per second. And the E2F6 will support the cropped 4K up to 120 frames per second.
That's very interesting, but Z-RAW, that's a whole new area. Maybe you can deep dive a little bit more.
Okay, so I think a lot of the customers, actually ProRes is very important for them. And they like ProRes. And we like ProRes as well. Once the certification is completed, we want to support ProRes also in 6K up to 30 frames per second. Beyond 6K and 30, we will support the encoding of H.265 and also the Z-RAW. Now, to answer your question about Z-RAW, Z-RAW is our proprietary way of RAW format after partial debayer. At the moment, we support our Z-RAW on our standard E2, up to 4K 30. So the next step is for us to support Z-RAW beyond 4K 30. So we will support Z-RAW in 4K 60 frame. And when it comes to the Flagship series, we will also support 6K with our Z-RAW. And it's a long way to go. We are at the very beginning of this journey on Z-RAW. So we'll continue to optimize the workflow. Right now, we have our video switch, to convert Z-RAW into H.265 or uncompressed YUV or DNxHR. And we will also try to get the Mac support with our video speed as well. A lot of our customers are also asking us to get Z-RAW to be supported as a plugin in the NLE, and we are working into that direction. So we are in discussion with some of those and try to get native support on some of the NLE as well.
There's actually a lot going on, many developments at the same time, a lot of news. What can you say about future firmwares regarding those three cameras?
We have already released these products, with a very amazing set of features and specifications. I think most important here is the stability and performance of these cameras, because people buy our camera, they take it as a tool to make amazing content. So to make sure that they have the highest possible image quality, but at the same time, a very reliable camera, we will continue to release the firmware upgrade to do bug fixes. But what we can assure the market and the customer is that we'll continue to optimize these features. And we have done user interface optimization. We have added internal NUT support in camera to HDMI. We have added the pre-roll recording feature. So we have added a lot of these small things, but all in all is actually to enhance the user experience. I mean, instead of Z-RAW, I think it's a big additional feature. But apart from that, most of them are actually performance enhancement and optimization for user experience. And we'll continue to do that.